Hello and welcome to Virtual Service Catalog. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to configure the connections between Virtual Service Catalog and the DevTest Enterprise Dashboards that are currently running in your environment. These connections allow the catalog to display detailed information for each of the virtual services that are currently deployed to a VSE in your environment. So to get started, you can launch Virtual Service Catalog from the desktop icon, or you can just open up a browser and enter the URL directly. And the default URL is localhost 51110. And the first screen that comes up is the login screen. So let's go ahead and log in. So I'm going to enter my username, my password, and click login. Now, if you're unable to log in, remember that you must create users with the appropriate permissions in Identity and Access Manager. Also remember that Identity and Access Manager has to be running before you can access Virtual Service Catalog. If you need help with that step, there's another video in the DocOps space under Installing Virtual Service Catalog, and you can access that space from the help icon in the top right corner. So once you get all that squared away and you're able to log in, the first thing that you'll see is the Home tab. And on this tab, you should see a button for Viewing Virtual Services, and you should see an icon for Managing Dashboard Connections. If you don't see the connections icon, it means that you don't have admin rights for Virtual Service Catalog, and you won't be able to configure dashboard connections. So to get started, I'm going to click that connections icon, and that's going to open up the Connections tab. And here, all you do is enter the URL for the dashboard that you want to connect to, and click Connect. And you can see that the dashboard shows up as a connection with a status of connected. And let's go ahead and add one more. And now we've connected to two enterprise dashboards. And if you want to see the individual registries for each dashboard, you can expand the URL to see that information. In here, you can also see which registries are up and running. And that's really all there is to configuring the dashboard connections with Virtual Service Catalog. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the results. And to do that, I just go to the Home tab and click View All Virtual Services. And here you can see that the services are in fact showing up. And it is worth noting there is no automatic refresh in Virtual Service Catalog, so if you ever feel like this data is stale, you will have to manually click the refresh icon or close and reopen the tab. And before we wrap this up, I'll also mention that the DevTest DocOps space has additional information and additional videos about configuration options and using Virtual Service Catalog. And to get there, just click the help icon in the top right corner of the page. Most of the information you need will be here under Using Virtual Service Catalog, but if you need help installing and working through the initial setup, you can find more information under Installing Virtual Service Catalog. So that's about it. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for viewing it, and this concludes configuring Virtual Service Catalog. For more detailed information about this product, click the information bubble in the top right corner to go to the CA Service Virtualization product page, and from there you can access product documentation, support, or communities, and see the available learning paths.